Fire, is this the end of Kendall Jenner as we know her? The model who once ruled the runways of Paris, Milan, and New York is now making headlines for stepping away from fashion's spotlight. But wait, don't scroll. Because the truth behind Kendall's end isn't as simple as it sounds, and what she's planning next might shock you even more. Fire, welcome back to Mene Vibes, the home of celebrity deep dives, drama, and the lessons we can all learn from the stars who live life under the world's brightest spotlight. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button and ring the bell, because today we're talking about the end of Kendall Jenner. Or maybe, just maybe, the start of something much bigger. Did Kendall really quit? In September 2025, Kendall Jenner sent shockwaves through the fashion world with a very simple admission: she was ready to step away from high-profile modeling. Yes, the same Kendall who has graced the covers of Vogue, strutted down Chanel runways, and dominated Paris Fashion Week hinted at closing the chapter that made her a global star. Fans immediately asked, is this it? Is this the end of Kendall's career? But here's the twist: what looked like an ending might actually be a carefully planned transformation. Paris Fashion Week proves otherwise. Let's fast forward to October 2025. While the internet was buzzing about her supposed retirement, Kendall Jenner was front and center at Paris Fashion Week. She walked for Schiaparelli, stunned at L'Oréal Paris, and reminded the world why she's still one of the most in-demand models alive. So what's going on here? If she's quitting, why is she still headlining shows? The truth is, Kendall isn't running away from fashion, she's rewriting the rules. A strategic shift, not a crisis. Kendall has always been different from her sisters. While Kim and Kylie thrive on endless attention and business expansions, Kendall has been more reserved, often speaking about anxiety and the pressures of fame. Her September comments about focusing on a simpler life and her passion for home design weren't signs of defeat, they were signs of maturity. Think about it. Instead of burning out under fashion's brutal pace, Kendall is choosing to pivot. She's exploring a world where her creativity can still shine, just not under flashing runway lights. Let's not forget, Kendall isn't disappearing. In August 2025, she fronted a Lowe's "Luxury is Wellness" campaign. She's still pushing her 818 tequila brand. She's still part of the Kardashians' reality empire. If this is the end, then it's the busiest ending I've ever seen. So maybe we need to redefine what the end really means. For Kendall, it's not a career collapse, it's the end of being defined only as a model. Why do so many people immediately assume that when a celebrity says they want change, it means they're done? Simple. We live in a culture obsessed with extremes. You're either winning big, or you've fallen off. There's no middle ground. But Kendall proves there is a middle ground. You can walk away from one passion without losing your relevance. You can choose peace over pressure and still stay successful. That's not the end, it's evolution. The bigger picture. Home design dreams. Kendall has already hinted at her next act: home design. She's passionate about architecture, interiors, and creating spaces that reflect wellness and tranquility. This isn't surprising. Look at her past interviews, she's always said her home is her sanctuary. Her minimalist, chic LA mansion was even featured in Architectural Digest, and fans loved it. Imagine it: Kendall Jenner releasing her own line of furniture, designing celebrity homes, or building a lifestyle brand around peace and simplicity. That could rival any runway in terms of cultural impact. Why this story matters to us. Here's where we pause for the life lesson. Kendall's story isn't just about modeling, it's about knowing when to shift gears in your own life. Maybe you've been grinding at the same job, chasing the same dream, or living the same routine for years. But deep down, you feel called to something else. Kendall shows us that choosing change doesn't mean failure. It means courage. It means trusting yourself enough to step into a new lane, even if people think it's the end. Is this really the end? So, is this really the end of Kendall Jenner? No. The modeling chapter may be winding down, but Kendall isn't going anywhere. She's still a cultural force, still a businesswoman, and still one of the most recognizable faces in the world. What's ending is just the version of Kendall that the public clung to, the runway Kendall. What's beginning is creator Kendall, the woman who builds, designs, and redefines what success looks like. And honestly, that might be her most powerful role yet. So there you have it. The so-called end of Kendall Jenner isn't an ending at all. It's a rebirth. She's walking away from the catwalks, but she's stepping into something even bigger, a future on her own terms. Fire. Now I want to hear from you. Do you think Kendall's shift to home design will work, or will fans only ever accept her as a model? Drop your thoughts in the comments below because this story is far from over. Fire, and as always, this is Mene Vibes, bringing you the real talk behind the celebrity headlines. Hit that like button, subscribe for more drama-filled deep dives, and remember, life is not about endings, it's about transformations.